Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the architect of Ghana's independence. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, a pivotal figure in Ghanaian and African history, was born in the village of Nkroful in Nzima Land, Gold Coast, now Ghana, in the early 1900s. Raised by his mother and extended family, Nkrumah's upbringing was rooted in traditional values and community bonds. His early education at a Roman Catholic mission school laid the foundation for his academic pursuits. Driven by a thirst for knowledge and a desire to further his education, Nkrumah embarked on a journey to the United States. Enrolling at Lincoln University in Pennsylvania, he delved into economics, sociology, and philosophy studies. His time abroad broadened his perspective and shaped his political ideology. Immersed in the vibrant atmosphere of African student groups and radical nationalist circles in the U.S., Nkrumah's political views evolved. They were influenced by luminaries like Marcus Garvey and Webb Du Bois, embraced the ideals of black nationalism and self-governance for African nations. Upon returning to the Gold Coast, Nkrumah's activism took root as he joined the United Gold Coast Convention, UGCC, before founding the more radical Convention People's Party, CPP. His unwavering commitment to challenging British colonial rule through nonviolent protests and labor strikes marked a turning point in Ghana's fight for independence. The establishment of the CPP under Nkrumah's leadership heralded a new era of populist politics in Ghana. Through the party's widespread appeal and mobilization efforts, Nkrumah galvanized the masses towards self-governance and national liberation. Nkrumah's visionary leadership paved the way for Ghana's independence from British rule in 1957. His strategic acumen and unwavering dedication to the cause solidified his position as a prominent figure in Ghanaian history. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's thirst for knowledge led him across the seas to the United States, where he enrolled at Lincoln University in Pennsylvania. Immersed in a diverse academic environment, he delved into studies in economics, sociology, and philosophy, laying the groundwork for his future endeavors in politics and leadership. Nkrumah's time abroad was transformative, shaping his worldview and political ideology. Surrounded by African student groups and radical nationalist circles, he absorbed the teachings of luminaries like Marcus Garvey and Webb Du Bois. These influences sparked a deep commitment to the ideals of black nationalism and self-governance for African nations. At Lincoln University, Nkrumah's intellectual curiosity flourished as he engaged with a wide range of subjects and perspectives. His studies in economics and sociology provided a solid foundation for his future role as a leader in Ghana's independence movement. The academic rigor and multicultural environment of his educational journey abroad enriched his understanding of social and political dynamics. Nkrumah's experiences abroad not only honed his intellectual capabilities, but also broadened his horizons. His exposure to diverse ideas and cultures during his time in the United States played a crucial role in shaping his political beliefs and strategies. This period of academic growth and personal development laid the groundwork for his remarkable contributions to Ghana, Africa, and the world at large. In the vibrant atmosphere of African student groups and radical nationalist circles in the United States, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's political views underwent a profound transformation. Influenced by luminaries like Marcus Garvey and Webb Du Bois, embraced the ideals of black nationalism and self-governance for African nations. This period of intellectual ferment and ideological exploration laid the groundwork for Nkrumah's future role as a leading voice in the fight against colonial oppression. During his time in the U.S., Nkrumah immersed himself in discussions and debates that challenged the status quo and advocated for a more just and equitable society. In African American communities, he found solidarity and shared experiences that deepened his commitment to the liberation of his homeland. Exposure to diverse perspectives and the legacy of civil rights activism in the U.S. shaped Nkrumah's understanding of the power of grassroots movements and nonviolent resistance to effect social change. Inspired by the legacy of African American leaders and activists, Nkrumah returned to Ghana with a renewed sense of purpose and a clear vision for the future. His experiences in the United States not only solidified his dedication to the cause of African independence, but also imbued him with the courage and conviction to challenge colonial authority and pave the way for a new era of self-determination in Ghana and beyond. Through his leadership and unwavering commitment to justice, Nkrumah would leave an indelible mark on the history of Ghana, Africa, and the world. Upon returning to the Gold Coast, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah immersed himself in nationalist movements aimed at challenging British colonial rule. His initial involvement with the United Gold Coast Convention, UGCC, provided a platform for his political aspirations, but he soon realized the need for a more radical approach to achieve true independence for Ghana. This realization led him to break away from the UGCC and establish the Convention People's Party, CPP, a party that resonated deeply with the common Ghanaian voter. Nkrumah's unwavering commitment to the cause of Ghanaian independence propelled him into a leadership role within the CPP. Through nonviolent protests and labor strikes, he mobilized the masses towards the goal of self-governance. His strategic vision and charismatic leadership style garnered widespread support for the party, solidifying his position as a key figure in the Gold Coast's fight for liberation. Nkrumah's ability to galvanize the people and inspire a sense of national pride set the stage for Ghana's eventual independence. Under Nkrumah's leadership, the CPP became a driving force in the nationalist movement, advocating for self-rule and challenging colonial authority at every turn. Nkrumah's imprisonment during the Accra riots in 1948, where he was detained alongside other prominent leaders known as the Big Six, only served to strengthen his resolve and further ignite the flames of resistance. His dedication to the cause of Ghanaian independence and his willingness to endure personal sacrifices for the greater good endeared him to the Ghanaian people and cemented his legacy as a champion of liberation. As Nkrumah's influence grew, so did the momentum of the independence movement in Ghana. His strategic alliances with trade unions and workers' associations bolstered the political landscape, creating a united front against colonial oppression. Through his visionary leadership and unwavering determination, Nkrumah laid the foundation for a new era of self-governance and national identity in Ghana. The stage was set for a historic journey towards independence that would forever change the course of Ghanaian history. The establishment of the Convention People's Party, CPP, under Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's leadership, marked a significant shift in Ghanaian politics. Founded in 1949, the CPP quickly gained momentum and popularity among the common voters, thanks to its unprecedented appeal and inclusive approach. Nkrumah's vision for a united and liberated Ghana resonated with the masses, leading to a surge in support for the party. Driven by his unwavering commitment to national independence and social justice, Nkrumah steered the CPP towards a path of transformative change. His socialist and nationalist policies aimed at uplifting the Ghanaian people and fostering a sense of national pride and unity. Through the party's initiatives, Nkrumah sought to build a strong foundation for Ghana's future development and prosperity. Under Nkrumah's leadership, the CPP became a symbol of hope and empowerment, for the Ghanaian populace. Through grassroots mobilization and community engagement, the party promoted a sense of collective agency and ownership among the people. Nkrumah's charismatic leadership style and dedication to the welfare of the nation solidified the CPP's position as a driving force in Ghanaian politics. The CPP's emergence as a formidable political entity reshaped the landscape of Ghanaian governance and set the stage for the country's transition to independence. Nkrumah's strategic vision and bold initiatives laid the groundwork for a new era of self-determination and progress. The formation of the CPP under Nkrumah's leadership marked a turning point in Ghana's history, propelling the nation towards a future of liberation and prosperity. As the leader of the Convention People's Party, CPP, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah played a pivotal role in guiding Ghana towards independence from British colonial rule. His visionary leadership and strategic planning were instrumental in uniting the Ghanaian people behind the common goal of self-governance. Nkrumah's unwavering commitment to the cause inspired a sense of national pride and unity among Ghanaians, fueling the momentum of the independence movement. Nkrumah's political acumen and negotiation skills were key assets in navigating the complex landscape of colonial rule and international diplomacy. His ability to mobilize support from various sectors of society, including trade unions and grassroots organizations, showcased his astute understanding of grassroots mobilization and coalition building. Nkrumah's strategic approach to engaging with the British authorities and advocating for Ghana's independence set a precedent for future African leaders. Throughout his tenure as the Prime Minister and later President of Ghana, Nkrumah remained steadfast in his dedication to achieving full sovereignty and self-determination for the Ghanaian people. His tireless efforts to dismantle colonial structures and empower the nation economically, socially, and politically underscored his unwavering commitment to the cause of national liberation. Nkrumah's resilience in the face of opposition and challenges solidified his legacy as a champion of Ghana's independence movement. One of Nkrumah's greatest strengths was his ability to foster unity among diverse ethnic, religious, and social groups in Ghana. By promoting a sense of national identity and belonging, he bridged divides and built a cohesive national community. Nkrumah's inclusive approach to governance and nation-building laid the foundation for a strong, unified Ghana that transcended regional and tribal differences, setting a precedent for future leaders to emulate. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's leadership in Ghana's independence movement left a lasting legacy of freedom, self-determination, and sovereignty for the Ghanaian people. His bold vision and transformative policies laid the groundwork for a modern, independent nation that continues to thrive today. Nkrumah's contributions to Ghana's history and his enduring commitment to the principles of unity, progress, and national pride resonate as a testament to his leadership in the quest for independence. Under Nkrumah's leadership, Ghana witnessed a series of key achievements that shaped the nation's trajectory towards independence and prosperity. Some of the notable milestones during his tenure include Ghana's independence. Nkrumah played a pivotal role in leading Ghana to independence from British colonial rule in 1957, marking a significant milestone in African history. Establishment of the CPP, the formation of the Convention People's Party, CPP, under Nkrumah's leadership provided a platform for populist politics and mobilized the masses towards self-governance. Positive Action Campaign. Through his Positive Action Campaign, Nkrumah energized the populace from all classes to actively participate in the movement towards independence. Alliance with trade unions. Nkrumah's strategic alliances with local trade unions and workers' associations strengthened the political landscape in Ghana and provided support for the independence movement. Through Nkrumah's leadership, Ghana experienced a transformative period of national consciousness and mobilization towards self-determination. His visionary approach and commitment to the cause of independence laid the foundation for a new era in Ghanaian history. Stay tuned for more insights into Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's enduring legacy and impact on Ghana, Africa, and the world. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's influence extended beyond the borders of Ghana, as he played a crucial role in the Pan-African movement. Embracing the idea of African unity and solidarity, Nkrumah became a staunch advocate for the liberation and empowerment of all African nations. His vision for a unified Africa led to the founding of the Organization of African Unity, a pivotal step towards collective action and cooperation among African countries. In his pursuit of Pan-Africanism, Nkrumah organized the Fifth Pan-African Congress in Manchester in 1945, where he articulated the need for a federal government structure for the entire African continent. Through his speeches and writings, he inspired a generation of African leaders to envision a future where African nations worked together towards common goals and shared prosperity. Nkrumah's commitment to Pan-African ideals resonated deeply with many across the continent. Nkrumah's involvement in Pan-Africanism was not limited to theoretical discussions. He actively engaged with other African leaders to promote unity and collaboration. By fostering alliances with like-minded individuals and supporting movements for independence in various African countries, Nkrumah sought to create a strong and united front against colonialism and imperialism. His efforts laid the groundwork for a new era of African solidarity and cooperation. Through his leadership in Ghana and his advocacy for Pan-Africanism, Nkrumah became a beacon of hope for many aspiring African nations seeking independence and self-determination. His bold initiatives and unwavering dedication to the Pan-African cause inspired a sense of pride and unity among Africans across the continent. Nkrumah's legacy as a champion of African unity continues to resonate in the ongoing quest for a united and prosperous Africa. In conclusion, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's influence and activism in Pan-Africanism were instrumental in shaping the course of African history. His unwavering commitment to the ideals of unity, self-determination, and liberation resonated with people across the continent and left a lasting impact on the Pan-African movement. Nkrumah's vision for a united Africa continues to inspire generations of African leaders and citizens to work towards a common goal of peace, progress, and prosperity for the entire continent. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's influence extended far beyond the borders of Ghana, garnering international recognition for his commitment to Pan-Africanism and decolonization. As a founding member of the Organization of African Unity, Nkrumah played a pivotal role in shaping the post-colonial landscape of Africa. His advocacy for a united African front against imperialism resonated with many African nations striving for independence. Nkrumah's bold stance on global issues earned him accolades such as the Lenin Peace Prize from the Soviet Union in 1962. This recognition underscored his efforts to promote peace and unity in a tumultuous era marked by Cold War tensions. Despite facing opposition from Western powers, Nkrumah stood firm in his vision for a unified Africa, advocating for economic self-reliance and social progress. The legacy of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah reverberated across the globe, inspiring generations of leaders and activists to champion the cause of liberation and sovereignty. His impassioned speeches and writings on African unity left an indelible mark on the international community, sparking discussions on the importance of self-determination and anti-colonial resistance. Nkrumah's legacy continues to shape the discourse on African liberation and the pursuit of social justice. Through his tenure as President of Ghana and his unwavering dedication to the pan-Africanist movement, Nkrumah solidified his place in history as a transformative figure whose impact transcended national boundaries. His vision for a united Africa, free from external interference, continues to resonate with those striving for a more just and equitable world. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's legacy serves as a beacon of hope for future generations, illustrating the power of perseverance and steadfast commitment to the ideals of freedom and self-determination. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's legacy as a pioneering leader in Ghana, Africa, and the world is undeniable. His unwavering dedication to the fight for independence, his visionary leadership, and his commitment to Pan-Africanism have left an indelible mark on history. Through his profound impact on Ghana's independence movement, his advocacy for self-governance, and his influential role in shaping post-colonial African politics, Nkrumah's legacy continues to inspire generations of leaders and activists. His enduring influence serves as a testament to the power of perseverance, determination, and the relentless pursuit of justice and equality. As we reflect on the life and achievements of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, we are reminded of the importance of standing up for what is right, challenging injustice, and striving for a better future for all.